Here we go. 2, 1. Go.
In a world where quality business information is needed, we bring you On the Mic with Mike, the leading social enterprise business show in RVA. Join Mike King, the partnership guru, as he delivers game changers in Metro RVA. On the Mic with Mike showcases how business can help make society better. He discusses tech, culture, innovation, best business practices, and highlighting area nonprofits. Join Mike Monday through Friday, because it is the place where the best and brightest come to chat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike, the premier business radio program. I am your host, Mike King. I appreciate you being here with me. We're coming to you from the ESPN studio, which is the Mike King Biz Studio, the epicenter of global enterprise business. So we got a good friend, Anna Soden. Jawanda's in the house with us.
Yay!
So, all right, so Anna Soden is here.
Hold up.
Mike King says.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time
I don't know why I do it.
everybody hands go up.
But I'm just a public servant.
And they
I am.
stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. 'Cause all I do is win.
Heck yeah, baby. All I do is win.
When these ladies come into the studio, it sounds so good. This is what it sounds like. It's heavenly. It's heavenly.
Or the exact opposite.
On the Mic with Mike.
That's the front.
That is it. The Princess Mayor is here. The human Rolodex, Anna Soden. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
I need to wear my tiara. I keep forgetting to bring my tiara.
You do. But
Yes.
just the platform's yours. Go ahead.
Hi, everybody. This is Anna Soden. Anna, like Princess Anna from Frozen, and Soden, like the beginning of a story. So that I have to attribute to my mother-in-law, thank God, because people will mispronounce my last name all the time. So who am I? I'm the publisher of Swift Creek Living, this beautiful magazine right here, and look at the Remberts. Can you see them? Look at how cute this family is. All right, hold on a second. I just want you to look at this kid's face right here. I just want to smush him. He's so adorable. So yeah.
So wait, did you show yours over here?
Oh, right. You guys too. You guys probably want to see it. Look at that face. Wait, this way. That face right there. Look at how adorable that is. They're a beautiful family. Yeah, I'm going to give that back to Jawanda. So I'm the publisher for Swift Creek Living. I'm also the managing director for the eWomen Network, and that's actually what we're going to talk about today.
That's what we're here to talk about today.
That's what we're here to talk about today, because...
okay, wait, can I?
Oh, right. This is his radio show.
No, it's not my radio show, but we got events extraordinaire, events planner extraordinaire.
Yes.
Yes. And you help people out when you can be like a fireman. Because when people still have events that are on fire.
But if she doesn't want to put the fire out, she starts the fire.
Yeah, but sometimes fires are out of control. And we need somebody like I got one.
She manages fires.
Yes. All right, ma'am, who are you and what do you do?
Hi, everyone. I'm Jawanda with Let's Do It Right Events. I am your second generation planner, and I execute in excellence for you from conception to completion and make sure every I is dotted, every T is crossed, and your branded event represents your business so that you show up and show out just the way your business does.
That's what you do.
That's what I do.
So what you're saying is if I'm able to concentrate on what I'm there for instead of the event.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, because when the event is happening, you don't want the caterer coming over to you saying, oh, do you want more of this? You don't want the photographer coming over to you saying, oh, what pictures did you want? Because guess what? All those details are already going to have been taken care of. I'm going to know exactly how much chicken and how much salmon you need, how many vegetarian dishes need to be taken care of, and the photographer will already have a list of photographs that need to be taken to capture not just the event, because when you're doing a branded event, it also creates the opportunity for you to create content for the future. So we want to utilize that event so that when you go back home, you can reach out to your social media manager, or maybe you're a solopreneur, and you can create reels. You can create magnitude so that you become the magnet to your clients.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's why I rock with them, because they're doing business
Best.
the right way.
Yes.
Alrighty, Anna, so we're here to talk about what?
E-women. So
E-women.
yes, and the reason I brought Jawanda on with me today is so I'm reading this book called The Who, Not the How. And don't ask me who wrote it. You can figure it out. Just look it up, right? I'm terrible. But what this book talks about is that what Jawanda was saying, staying in your zone of genius. My zone of genius is to connect people
Yes,
and
it
to
is.
create community, right? That's what I'm really, really good at. I am not good at event planning. And it takes a lot of, and I'm not tooting my own horn here, people, but it takes a lot of courage to reach out and say, I need help. Jawanda's really, really darn, because we can't say the other word.
Thank you very much. I'm trying to stay on the air.
I know. So she's really, really good at what she does. So I reached out to her and said, hey, hi, can I, hi, yes, hi, there you go.
This is what you get.
This is what you get, randomness when Anna is talking. So I
had no clue who you were.
Some random guy.
I thought she was like paraphrasing
I
what
thought
happened.
that's
And she
what
was
she was
like,
saying.
I need you, Jawanda. Like,
Ladies and
Keep
gentlemen,
up, people. Keep
no
up.
one understands what goes on here.
no.
There's a gentleman 2 windows away.
Two
There's
windows away.
2 windows
But
away.
he was looking at us.
He was.
He was looking in this direction,
He
and I
wasn't
felt
looking at me.
rude.
Oh, you.
I felt rude not saying hello. I mean, when somebody stares, shouldn't you say hello?
It depends. We've had this conversation.
And
before.
guess
We
what?
just had this conversation like 5 minutes ago
Yes.
before we went
Sometimes
live.
the stairs can.
Yes.
We're just gonna leave it there.
We're just going to leave it there.
Yes.
So
Okay,
back
I'm
to what
sorry.
I was
Back to
originally
you.
saying.
Refocus.
Before I got distracted is finding the people who will elevate you to the next level. And so that's what I'm realizing right now. So if I'm going to create this brand, right? And I am the brand. The magazine is a tool that I use. E-Women is a tool that I use. Coming here on the radio is a tool that I use. That's not the brand. I am the brand. And so shout out to YB Youngblood because he asked me that. He said, what's the value proposition that you bring to people? And so I shared all of these things and he said, that's not it. It's you. But what about you makes you unique? And so that's what I had to come to grips with is it's okay to ask for help. That's why I reached out to Jawanda and surround yourself with people who can get you to the next level. Surrounding myself with you, going to events with you because it's going to get me to that next level. And it's okay. It's okay to ask for help.
Yes, it is.
There's power.
Smart.
There's power in numbers,
There is.
and knowing the right people with the right numbers.
Yes. Yes.
And
absolutely.
so everyone, the power of that says, Anna Sold and Jawanda know people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about, I'm in a crisis right now, say on chapter 2. I'm only on chapter 2. I don't know chapter 4 or 5.
Right.
You guys have been down that road.
Right.
So it's not about what, it's about putting yourselves in a position of knowing who.
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. And what
Alrighty,
do they
so-
say? It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yes.
Yeah, and my dad took it a step further. It's not who you know, it's who knows you.
That's
When
true.
I see you and I'm like, hey, what's up? And you're looking at me like, hi.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
Right.
If your name is Jawanda, but everybody calls you Jay, and I just say, hey, Jawanda, you know I don't know you.
Right. Or
If
like when
everybody-
people say, "Hey, Anna,"
You know they don't know you.
Her
Like,
name,
I
is,
still
her
res-
name is Anna.
I
Somebody-
still respond to "Hey, Anna" though. So,
Somebody calls me Michael.
or you're like me and call him Mikey, which he really loves.
Yes.
There's certain
63,
people that get away with murder.
63 years old and a million miles, and she's calling me Michael. Old as I can't even say that because I'm
If
trying
I
to
ever.
stay on the air.
Let's
That's-
stay on the air.
But you know what? That's how you meet people, and that's how we met.
Right. That
You
is how we
came
met.
up and
I
said,
did.
there's no way I would have done that because I can't do what you do.
Oh, thank you.
I can't work a room.
It takes a lot of courage. to
I
do
go
that.
to that chamber luncheon, and I stand outside before I go in, and it's like, and I've gotten to know a lot of people.
That was Cash yesterday. She was
But-
like, "Oh, I gotta set back for
Ex-
because it is a lot. I mean, there's
It's a-
like 150 people in that room.
Yeah.
That is a lot. Even for an extrovert like me, that's a lot of people. But so I find this responsibility of if I know you, I'm gonna find somebody else in the room to connect you to. So I shoulder this responsibility of doing that. No matter where I go, I want to leave people with the impression of increase.
Okay.
And so that is my job. That's a big job. And so in order for me to be able to do that effectively, I have to have a team who is supporting me and doing all of the other things.
So you put out Swift Creek Living, you
I
put
do.
out the magazine, and that's a team effort.
It is a team effort. So I am the publisher, like Jawanda likes to say in our BNI group. She goes, you know, I run the meeting, but then I kiss babies when I'm out in public, right? So that's what I do. I connect businesses with really great customers, but I don't do this alone. I have a designer who designs my ads, thank God, because Canva and I don't get along. I have a content coordinator who writes the articles, thank God, because I can't string 2 sentences together when it comes to putting it on paper. I have a company that delivers it, thank God, because deadlines are like my nemesis. So
I can imagine.
I'm like, oh, it's a deadline. What time is it? 11:59, and it's due by midnight. I got it. Cool. I got a minute left to do 15,000 different things.
Kind of like me.
Procrastination is
Like, I'll see you tomorrow.
Which is why I texted him last night. I said, see you tomorrow. And he goes, what time? With a question mark, not why, which was the real question.
I didn't want to ask why.
Which was the real question. He said, what time? And thank God I responded at 10 for the radio, because he probably would have been like, what event are we supposed to be at?
Because events
Yes.
are important.
Events
That's
are
your
important.
business.
Right,
Okay?
Events are important.
Thank you, Allison. Love you.
Because Jawanda, when you said before, run your event because that's what you're there to do. The details of it.
That's her responsibility.
That's your
my
responsibility.
responsibility.
The
Have
person
to-
who's hosting it is the bride, right? When a bride
or the
walks
company.
in,
And that
or the company.
depends. Because the secret sauce with me is you get more than just project management, logistics management, those things. If you want to sit back and just be a part of the event, we will host the event too for you, baby. We'll even take that. Like, you might be an introvert, speaking in public's not your
So
thing.
would that be you?
We will take care of that for you.
Are you the person who would host?
Yes.
Why did I know that? You could step in and host all day. That's
all
your thing.
day. All day.
So you're a second generation. And it was your mother, correct?
It was my mom.
Was she was that her too, that she could step in and do the hosting thing?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that, so you get that honest.
I do.
Yeah.
From the womb.
When you when you looked at, what age did you know that you were the second coming of mom when it came to that stuff? When did you know?
So, real talk, my mom had me as her assistant probably by the time I was 12.
Okay.
Okay.
So but your mom's sidekick. You know what you're doing. When do you hit the street on your own?
So I'm gonna tell
And
you.
See, I got excited. That's what
I
happened.
understand.
Nice
So
jumping
I'm gonna
the
be
gun.
honest because I'm always my authentic, genuine self.
Yes.
And let me tell you, I ran from entrepreneurship because people only see the glitz and the glam.
Oh,
They
yeah.
do.
As a daughter, watching her mother run this business, and my mother ran a business. She had corporate contracts. She worked for the government. She did all the things from fashion shows to corporate events to weddings and things in between. She worked with up-and-coming designers when they weren't known, like people like Damon Dane. Y'all know him, Boo Boo. People like Carl Kanai. Like, she knew them when they were starting out and helped
She
them.
knew them when.
Yes,
Wow.
and helped them
Everybody
propel their
listening after
business.
Carl Kanais.
Who's
Everybody.
that?
He was a designer, and he was mostly known. This was back in the 80s.
I wasn't here, so.
No, you're
Right.
just a babe, and so are you.
I was,
But see,
but
I
I
know.
rocked his stuff in the beginning.
Yeah, and so
like, I'm one of
Carl-
his first models.
They were jeans. They were guys, and they were like upscale clothes.
Yes.
Oh,
And he
okay.
took like kind of regular kind of clothes
and
and made them hip.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Made
Okay.
them sophisticated and sexy
Gotcha.
all
okay.
at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody was wearing Carl Kanais.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody.
Okay.
So back to the story.
Yes,
so
back
what
to-
happened
back to-
was I was working in corporate America, always doing fabulous events. I was always that house you came to. Oh, I need to plan this. You called me, and I would do it, right? Then I was pregnant with my third daughter. Almost lost my life. And couldn't get back to work. Technically, and I'm going to say it on air, I don't care. Technically was never released to go back to work. But when you're having a third child, you don't need less money, you need more.
Right.
So all of my friends, because it's about that tribe we talked about, were like,
Mhm.
you need to just do events.
Yeah.
And I was like, but let me tell you, baby, God had been trying to get me to jump for a long time. And sometimes when you're in your own way,
Yes.
He will cause you
He will
to
force
have to,
you.
yes,
He will
cause you to
slam
step
the
back.
door.
And you have to decide with that step back, are you going to fall back or are you going to come back? And I decided to come back. and that created Let's Do It Right events.
Okay. So you're the second generation.
Mm-hmm.
Is there? So what do you have? 3 girls?
I have 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
three
Is
beautiful
there
girls.
the next generation? You can see that one who has
Oh
that
yes,
thing.
yes, they all do, and they each all have their own different area of expertise of what they're gonna do.
I always wanted to have a girl, but now I got a granddaughter.
They're rough.
Girls are a lot.
We are, but y'all love us.
I know.
We're a lot for a reason.
Yeah.
Because God, created you all, and then He was like,
They need some help.
so we had to be a lot in order to do that.
Okay,
just
so
like
here's the thing. This is my show, so I can. Why are men who are kind of low key always attracted to women who are a lot?
Because they allow us the space to be a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because if there's 2 people who are a lot in and of themselves, there's not enough room. It's almost like there's not enough air.
There's not
So
enough.
my husband is very much the introverted. He's the guy who's sitting in the corner, and people are like, "Oh, he doesn't speak," or he doesn't only because I'm so loud. And so, hello, here I am, watch me type of thing, right? We go to parties and we're there early so I can help set up. We leave parties and I stay late because I help break down like that. I'm just involved, and he is
So,
very
all right.
quiet.
So,
I would like to add to that though.
yes, please ask some help.
Because I also think it's about connecting with somebody who can propel the things out of you that you may not propel out of
Yes.
yourself.
Yes,
So having that push
yes,
from a woman who is energetic, over the top, extra, and knows her worth and who she is, that's going to increase him in the value of that man too.
absolutely.
I was standing, so I thank the Army for being a matchmaker. So we were at a nightclub on Post, and she walks out of the bathroom and she looks at me and she flicks water on me. We work together, and I just said, "What's wrong with that girl?" And she walked away. She walked away laughing. I just look at her like, she's like, "You were standing there looking." Hey, I was enjoying myself.
She wanted to wake you up a little bit. She's
Exactly.
like, let me sprinkle you with my
44
glitter.
years, 44 years later, still doing that same thing, getting talked to every morning about Mike. Be the best you can be.
That's right.
Yeah, don't let them see the real Mike. No,
I like the real Mike.
no.
though.
This is the sanitized version of Mike. This is it.
You heard it here first.
This is the held it together Mike.
Yes.
And you could tell I might be a little bit cattywampus.
Okay.
That's a Pennsylvania word. It's kind of like this. All right, can we get back to doing the radio
Yes.
show?
Yes, we can.
So what are we here to talk about?
We're here to talk about eWomen Network.
Okay, eWomen Network.
Right. So
sorry.
we've sort of touched on that a little bit in the past, but really we're trying to. I'm not trying to revive it because we don't want to bring back something that is laid dormant for a while, right? So I'll give you guys a little bit of history. The chapter was very active about 5 years ago. They had a fantastic managing director, Heather Todd. She got the dream job through the network and moved to Texas, right? And so ever since then, it's sort of been bobbing along. There's been a community, but not a sense of like togetherness where people could come and be together. And so I decided to take on the task. I applied, I interviewed, I got the position as the managing director. Because I have an innate desire to help people. I want to connect people. And so if I have a platform where I can bring people together and they are left with the impression of increase, and I introduce them to somebody else that will increase their business or their life in some way or another, then I want to do that. And so that's what eWomen Network is. And so what I'm being challenged with right now is that to get people to come back. Because it's been 5 years, right? And so there's sort of this, and there's a lot of other opportunities, right? There's the WOW Collaborative, which is an amazing group. There's all of these other groups that there's opportunities for people to go and network. But what makes us different and what makes us special is that, so we have our strategic business introductions, which are the first and third Friday of every month. That is like BNI meets mastermind, if you can think of that, right? So you come with a problem, they help you, they support you, they give you some suggestions. And then on the fourth Tuesday of every month, which is what Jawanda is doing this upcoming Tuesday, the 23rd, not this upcoming Tuesday, this event for this month on the 23rd, and she's talking to us about branding events. So in those meetings, I bring you people who are really good at what they do, and that's going to help you grow your business. So if you think about we brought Cash on, right? And so
Okay.
Cash talked about bookkeeping.
Cash the bookkeeper.
Cash the bookkeeper. Dawn Brooks Gullah came on and she talked about
Ooh.
networking, right?
She's
so
she's like,
she's
I don't know,
like
I ain't gonna say she's the queen, but
right, she's
yeah, there's nobody
right,
else
yeah,
besides
exactly. So we're going to bring you these individuals that are going to help propel your business, so that we're going to provide you knowledge, feed you, bring life into your business, and then you're going to be able to take something from that and then implement it into your business that's going to help your business go forward. So my ask is if you're out there, if you are a woman who is an entrepreneur, a business owner, or a really good man, right? So it's eWomen Network, and people will say, well, can a man come? Absolutely.
A few good
A few
men.
good
A few
men.
good men.
A few good men.
I want
And-
the truth.
The reason we say that is because women do networking differently, right? So it's not about going into the room and getting as many business cards as you possibly can. It's about creating long-lasting, meaningful, deep relationships. So when you develop that relationship with somebody, then you're more inclined to refer them business, right? Or be, hey, I know this person. I know Jawanda. I know who she is. I know what she stands for. I feel comfortable in trusting somebody else and giving them that referral. So that's what we're looking to. And really, at the end of the day, to have a community of individuals when you succeed and they are cheering for you as much as as if it were their own success, like, I mean, that gives me goosebumps every time I
There you
think about
go.
it.
Alrighty, ladies, what's the name of your businesses?
You first.
Let's Do It Right events.
Where can they find you?
You can find me on IG, Facebook, and at let's do it right events.com.
Anna Soden.
So Facebook, Anna Sothen. On Instagram, the same. It's actually Sothen_Anna on Instagram. And then on LinkedIn as well too. And then we have pages for Swift Creek Living. So if you want to be a sponsor, you can connect through that. It's Swift Creek Living at Best Vision Media, and then eWomen Network Richmond.
Really? Okay, so explain to the folks once again about who the people who are sponsors, and they're not advertisers.
They're not
Explain
advertising.
to people the difference.
So all branding is advertising, but not all advertising is branding, right? So advertising is commercials, right? So like you listen to the radio and you hear a commercial. That is advertising. Billboards, Valpaks. If you're doing those things, continue to do them, because impressions are what creates a brand. Like, people didn't know who you were at the
No.
beginning. You had to keep getting in front of people before they started realizing Mike on the mic, right?
Yes.
Right? That wasn't like as soon
It
as you start
wasn't,
out, it wasn't
no.
an instant thing, right? So years ago, it used to be they had to see your name or your face about 10 times before they started recognizing you. When they did the survey like 2 years ago, it was 52 times. So you have to keep repeating it. You can't just say it once and then assume, right? That's what we do here. So this is a monthly publication. It goes out each and every single month. The homeowners don't have to ask for it. They move in, they get it. It's a resource to them. But these are individuals, these are businesses who want to sponsor your life, right? So do you need a dentist? I've got one for you. You need an eye doctor? I got one for you. You need a roofer? I got one. So, and these adorable families that we get to feature are our rock stars for the month. And so we write a feel-good article about them. And so you get to know your neighbors. We create this sense of community. I see a theme in my life, creating a sense of community. eWomen, creating community. Swift Creek Living, creating community. Powhatan Living, creating community. Like that's what I do, right? And so these are just tools that I get to use.
All right, on the mic with Mike here with Anna Soden. Jawanda's
Jawanda
here.
Smith.
Here we go.
On the mic with Mike.
On the mic with Mike. On the mic with Mike. On the mic with Mike.
On the mic with Mike.
On the mic with Mike. He's like a guru. No, he's a businessman with a great radio show.
And he supports the non-profits. Watch his show and grow.
Hi, I'm Roby Martin with CBS 6 Eat It, Virginia, and I was just on the mic with Mike. Me, Mike, Marcy, talking about all things Richmond. Tune in, man, tune in!
Alrighty, on the mic with Mike, Jawanda's here. Anna Soden is here. Alrighty, ladies, let's talk about the power of knowing people. And then people use you to say, I know you.
Right.
I know you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the power of knowing.
It's super powerful because it's not the individual that you know, it's the networks that they are connected to, right? And so if you have somebody that you can reach out to and say, hey, Anna, I need,
Boom.
and you can give them that and fulfill that need, that's huge. And I have people doing that. I have people who text me and say, and it's random people I haven't talked to in years, and they're like, hey, I need an electrician. Who do you know?
So
it's not
the
just
brand is
about
bigger.
Go ahead.
No, and it's not just about knowing them, but knowing the person that you're connecting them to can be trusted.
Yes.
That they execute in excellence.
Yes.
That they're professional.
Yes.
And skilled.
Yeah, because I have lent my. Okay, this sounds like I'm boasting, and that's not what I'm trying to
But
do.
it is. Okay.
So,
Well, hold up a
but
second.
it is.
Anna Southern, ladies and gentlemen.
Get ready for it.
Oh, besides that, all right, so here we go. So my youngest son says, and he's 39, I ain't saying, but I'm saying.
But I'm saying.
Clearly you are saying it.
Yes.
So, and there's a reason that you're saying it.
There is. So I've had an experience, and Jawanda knows about this, and that's why she's giving me the side eye right now. But if I lend my name to you and I edify you, you better show up 100%. And so I've had an experience recently where that has not happened. And so as part of being a business owner, I need to be able to have those tough conversations of like, if I'm going to edify you, then you need to do what you said you were going to do.
There you go.
So there's a certain sense of responsibility that comes with being a business owner, right? So, yeah.
So what happens when the
My
person
soapbox,
finds
sorry.
themselves on the outside that they didn't come through and you thought that they would? Is there a hurt or harm to your brand value?
There can be if you allow it to continue. I'm the type of individuals, again, Jawanda has suggested that I have this conversation. I don't like confrontation, right? I'm the person who are like, I will say, okay, they didn't show up. Cool. That's totally fine. I get it. I offer grace, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to come and say you did a shitty, you did a bad job. Shoot job. But I won't refer you again.
But I'm encouraging Anna.
Yes.
Yes, we provide grace, but if we don't have the conversation, then we're not allowing the growth that needs to happen with the person. So even in grace, have those difficult conversations because growth, as you said, cultivating a community, comes from the conversation.
All right, so ma'am, the growth part, I want the truth, and the line says you can't handle the truth. A lot of people say they want talent. Give it to me straight with no chaser. Mm-hmm. That growth conversation can be tough.
Yes, and I want to have those. Like if I screw up, I want you to tell me.
Oh, you're one of them too.
Radical responsibility are two of my favorite words. Like tell me. Like I will. Okay, so I'll give you guys an example.
And this is spoken as an Aquarius. So now my wife is an Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Really?
Yes.
So my wife is always tell me, and I'm like, people are not going to. Everybody says, tell me about me and stuff like that, and most people won't.
Right.
Because people don't want to hurt your feelings. Right. You guys are saying
you're going to hurt my feelings by not telling me the truth.
Right. Yes. And I will take responsibility. Usually when something happens, I'm the first one to recognize it. Right. When I do something wrong, like when I stole somebody's table yesterday, like I'm the person who will admit to it, right? Because I did something wrong. So I take radical responsibility. If something happens, radical responsibility. So I'll give you an example, and some people will not like this when I say it. So you're driving, you're sitting at a stoplight, right? And there's 4 lanes across. There's the left turn lane, you're in the next lane, and then there's 2 more. And everybody's stopped at a red stoplight, right? The left turn lane turns green, so this guy goes. The person behind me, I'm in the first one to the left, slams into the back of my car. That's my fault. And people are like, how is it your fault? You were sitting at a stoplight. They slammed into you because they weren't paying attention.
I've been driving for a while, ma'am, but please explain.
Yes. So that's my responsibility because that is the universe's or God, whatever you choose to say, opportunity to say, hey, there's something going on in your life that you're not paying attention to. So I am going to force you to pay attention. So how is that my responsibility? I could have left sooner. I could have left later. I could have been driving a different car. I could have been in the second or third row instead of being right there on the left-hand side. I could have taken a different route. I could have not left the house that day. There are so many different scenarios. We're constantly on the precipice of one thing or another. Neither is good nor bad. But in that moment, you can take the opportunity to either say, well, I'm the victim. They hit me. Boo, boo, boo. Woo, woo, woo. Or you can say, all right, cool. There's something going on that I need to take care of. And that's where I choose to come from. So if you come to me and say, hey, Anna, you did this wrong, absolutely. Share with me how I could have done it better. Tell me how I can grow.
And your
Tell me
feelings
how
are
I
not
can-
hurt when the people...
No, they can't be. Because if you say something to me and it's not true, I'm not going to take it on. I'll be like, all right, cool. I see your perspective. I don't see it that way, but fine. If you say it to me and I have a visceral reaction, I already know that you're right.
Okay.
That's
Alrighty.
where people come from anger.
So on the mic, Mike here, Jawanda here, Anna's here. This
Double.
also plays into how people view you in business.
Yes,
Sometimes people try and separate the business them from
the
the
personal.
personal them.
Yeah.
This right here, some people say it's not possible. I don't think it is, because people do business with folks that they like.
Right.
Sometimes you're forced to deal with people you don't like.
Mhm.
But as a whole, so what you're saying is that idea, you're looking for good in the universe.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if it might be an Aquarius thing. It may be. But,
I think it is, because my
43
husband has a
years,
very
yes.
different perception.
I have a different perception of it. Like, I've been driving for a while. Me
Right.
sitting at a light, you slamming into the back of me does not say I did something wrong.
Absolutely, 1,000%.
You might have some issues, and you need to work on those issues.
Mhm.
I'm gonna show you grace, which you say, what is it? Excellence and what is it?
Executing excellence.
Yeah, okay. But I might have to let you know, you need, homie, you need to,
Pay
to work on
attention.
and pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were on the phone, or you were putting on makeup, or
Right.
you were doing whatever, beating your kids down. Whatever you were doing caused us to meet by accident.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But what if your meeting wasn't by accident?
And
A lot of
your
things are
$1 million
not.
client? Just saying.
A lot of meetings aren't.
Were you always intuitive?
Yes.
You were. Were you always?
No.
When did you?
I take that back. Everybody is. It's whether or not they recognize that they
Yes,
are. Right.
yes.
So once I recognize it, now it literally, like, I giggle like a schoolgirl every single day, because there's things that I will think something and then somebody will say it, or I will think something and then that thing will happen. And so when you start recognizing it, it is amazing. But everybody has that capability.
How hard is it to know things that other people don't know? Or maybe other people might know it, but they're not recognizing it.
It depends, because I surround myself with people who I can have those conversations with.
Yes.
Like, even though you and I may have a different perception, you're still open to it, right? To having those conversations of seeing it, like, oh, okay, that's different. All right, I'm going to take it, I'm going to sit with it, it's going to simmer, right? So I surround myself with people who I can have those conversations with.
Open.
Yes.
Open and honest. Alrighty, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, that, one of the reasons I got the best radio show is because I
He
do
brings
rock
pretty ladies
with
like
the,
us on.
yes, that is it.
Oh, hello. I'm Louise Keaton from the Whistle Stop Theater Company. You're listening to On the Mic with Mike. Cheers.
Alrighty, ladies, one last time, how can people find you out there, Jawanda?
Let's do it right events.com or Linktree, linktr.ee/Jawanda Smith, and I'll have you link you to all my links.
Oh.
So now, Jawanda,
Mhm.
you came here with notes that I'm
She
looking at.
did.
Always.
We got to talk about some of the notes. I didn't think.
Right.
Talk about some of those notes.
I fly by the seat of my pants.
and clearly-
Jawanda's very prepared and organized, again, which is why I've
we are
collaborated
flying. We
with
are
her.
flying. Seat of pants, and there's a bunch of notes here in front of us. Come on, man. You put
So,
those. Yes.
just to plug eWomen Network and the event
Yes,
coming up
thank
on
you.
May 23rd,
Yes.
which is 2 weeks away at this point,
Yes.
at Stonehenge from 5:30 to 7:30.
Yep.
This is why you need to be having branded events. 79% of U.S. entrepreneurs generate sales using event marketing. If you don't know what event marketing is, see you on the 23rd.
Yes.
Did you know that 84% of event attendees say that they have a more positive opinion about a company, brand, product or service being promoted after an event, this is why you should be having branded events. At this event, you will learn how to create brand awareness and loyalty, gain access to your core audience, create lasting emotional connections that will increase your bottom line. If you would like to know how to leverage all kinds of events to build and grow your business, you do not want to miss this event. Because just to name 3 things off the top of my head that branded events do, it creates a return in investment. It makes you top of mind with your client. It creates brand awareness and education about your business. And let's stop. Stop doing your own events. Stop thinking you've got it under control. Stop thinking you got it and you can just do this. Outsource your weaknesses and concentrate on the strength of running your business and be productive in what it is, as Anna would say, is your zone of genius.
Yes.
Ooh,
And allow me to create a branded event and a branded concept that will introduce you to the clientele you need, will increase the clients you have, will have clients returning back to you because you're putting something back into them.
Yes.
And will have them increase the referrals they send you.
Okay, because if you run your own event, it may sound like this.
It has sounded like
Yes,
that.
yes.
And when your event sounds like that, it's
People-
not just people looking at the event.
People
Now they
looking-
think your business functions
Right.
like that.
Absolutely.
Loosey goosey
Yes.
from the seat of your pants.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Nothing good comes from that.
I don't
That
know
region.
about that.
Well,
That's a reach.
Mike.
But
yes.
business-wise, yes, there's
You need to be buttoned up.
correct.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what we're
Jawanda
talking.
tells me that all the time.
Button
and
it
I
up.
Nab it.
Okay, alrighty.
Yes,
So we
yes.
gotta get ready to
You gotta
go.
do it.
Anna Soden, how can people find Swift Creek Living?
Swift Creek Living at Best Version Media on Facebook, or just reach out to Anna Soden and I can connect you to whomever it is that you need. So if you need somebody, I know somebody.
You know, it's your human Rolodex.
I am.
Events done.
Let's do
Right.
it right.
Let's do
Always.
it right.
At letsdoitrightevents.com.
Let's do it righty. That's who we are. Alrighty, so this is On the Mic with Mike, the premier business radio program. We are the best. Well, we break out the good stuff for Anna Soden when she comes in.
Mike King Biz.
Mike King Biz here, host of On the Mic with Mike, Richmond's premier business radio program. We're heard as part of the Mike King Biz Radio Network, which is ESPN Richmond 106.1, daily from 5 to 7 a.m. The Choice 105.3, every day from 2 to 3 p.m., as well as International Business Growth Radio. That is Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern. That's where you find us. That's where the Game Changers come to talk. On the Mic with Mike, Mike King Biz Radio is the premier business radio program in Central Virginia. So, Jawanda, you say that if a brand is done right, people will know who you are, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Exhibit might have an issue. 1 second here.
Mike with Mike, from Michael Mike's, from the Michael Mike's, Michael Mike's. My name is Isabella and you're listening to Mike King Biz. Hubby, that's my scam.
Those are my grandkids. They don't even know the name of the program. They can't get it right. So,
but
you
they're
know what happened?
adorable.
They need to make sure that they have a branded event.
Right.
Well, I need to work on my branding. So we will be talking. We got to get ready to go. Ladies, it's always a pleasure. Anna Soden, we're meeting today. What time? Yes. Button it up, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
This is why we fly by the seat of our pants.
Exactly. That's why we need people who don't.
Right. Exactly.
Go
Exactly.
outsource your weakness.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's what
Stay
we're-
in your zone of genius.
Stay in your zone. I like that. Stay in your
It's
zone.
not
of
mine.
genius.
Everything
You
that I
ripped
say
that
is,
off?
I did.
I-
I don't know
you
from
know,
who, though. Don't
I
ask.
straight up tell people I'm taking that.
Yes.
Hey,
I tell
then
people all
it's
the time
not
I'm gonna
stealing.
steal
Yeah,
it.
because all of a sudden they see, you know, a person say, you're like, wow, that's pretty left. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
On the mic, Mike, we got to run. Take care. We will talk to you soon. Could you press the button right there for me? No. Oh, Lord. Here we go.